Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing part 3 of our Disney inspired looks. Now if you've been watching, we've been starting out with all the Disney princesses first, so you'll see who I generated in the video when we get started. However, I do want you to take a little guess down at the bottom in the comments and let me know, who do you think inspired this look this time? Take a good look. No, I totally laugh at myself because I only ever really do like half cut creases if I ever do a cut crease. So I'm a little lopsided, to be honest. Like if I like just there, that's like perfect. But you know, it's okay. Practice makes perfect. So I hope you enjoy this video, and if you want to see who inspired this look and how I did it, keep on watching. All right, let's get started. My face is all foundation and concealed up. My eyebrows are done, and I'm gonna go ahead on this phone and generate our next princess. So I actually got Ariel again. So I generated again, and here's who I got. Are you ready for this? I got Pocahontas, guys. All right, let's try that again. I'm gonna turn up my brightness so you can see her. So this is the picture of Pocahontas that was generated for me. So we got some tan, that orangey red tribal tattoo. She's got some kind of blue turquoise jewelry. And you might not have been able to see it through my phone, but she actually has some coloring on her neckline. So I'm gonna dip into this yellow kind of mustard color for that tan. I'm going to use this palette for the shimmers up at the top, and then I'm going to dip into that orangey, burnt orange kind of color, potentially that brown, I'm not sure yet. And then I'm going to take this Butter London palette. It's so cute, guys. I really should use it more. I don't know why I don't, but I'm going to use this turquoise kind of teal blue color for that accent of her jewelry. All right, let's start. So I'm gonna take a fluffy brush into that Storybook palette. It's actually from a collection. This is the Robin Hood one. I'm gonna take that yellowy mustard color, and I'm gonna use that big fluffy brush in my crease as kind of a transition shade. And I'm just gonna go ahead just on my crease and slightly above my crease. I'm going to kind of windshield wiper that back and forth, taking it into my inner crease. And then at some point you're going to see that I switched my technique. So I actually decided halfway through that I was going to do a cut crease for the first time ever on my face. I've never done a full cut crease before on myself. I usually do a half cut crease. So basically, to do the full cut crease, I decided to, instead of going all the way down to that outer V, I'm dragging the pigment across straight at the edge, kind of lifting a little bit towards that corner of my eyebrow. So now what I'm going to do is take that burnt orange for her tribal tattoo, and I'm going to take a brush, a pencil brush, but it's not very densely packed. So if you touch it, it feels really flimsy, but it's very thin and small. There's a very nice point at the end. And sorry guys, my camera cut out. So here it is, me taking that brush, and I'm basically going to act as if it really was a pencil. And I'm trying to draw as perfect of a line as possible, where I'm drawing out the curve of my crease, and then towards the outer edge, just like that yellow, instead of going into my V and meeting the end of my eye, I'm going to drag it out and flick it up just a tad towards the end of my eyebrow. So watch here closely. I'm just dragging it out. You can see that it's giving the illusion of like an eyeshadow wing, just higher than you would put your normal eyeliner. And I'm just very carefully trying to draw that out with this pencil brush. So here I'm going to take some concealer, and this is where I'm going to cut the crease. So basically, because I tried very hard with that pencil brush to take the guesswork out for myself of where I wanted the shape to go, I'm just going to clean up what I did. So I'm going to thin out the orange line that I created with my pencil brush and just sharpen it up with the concealer, acting like an eraser to make my line a lot sharper. So I take it all the way into the inner edge and I'm just going to thin it out, because right now what it's doing is it's sharpening the line I created, because the pencil brush, as small as it was, it still leaves it looking a lot more diffused than I want it to look. So I'm following the line I created and just sharpening it up with the concealer and spreading it across my eyelid. I'm both patting my lid and dragging it very gently. You want to be gentle with the skin around your eyes, both under your eyes and on your eyelid, guys. So yeah, just patting and slightly gently dragging. So now that I have completed that, I'm going to take a fluffy brush and just drag some or pat on some translucent powder to set my concealer. I'm doing this simply because there's extra steps I'm going to take and I don't want my concealer to crease. So now I'm going to take this turquoisey blue and I'm going to use this very thin kind of paddle brush and I'm going to line the edge of the orange as thin as possible, as if it were an eyeliner. So like I was talking about before, because I have extra steps, that's why I set my concealer. So if it weren't for the fact that I was drawing this line, I probably wouldn't set the concealer. I would just go straight to whatever shimmer shade I planned on putting on top, so it would stand out. Oh, my camera froze again. So you missed some of it, but I'm going to go ahead and define it a little bit more. So I'm defining this color and making it as if it were eyeliner. Just right underneath the orange, and I'm going to keep going as gently as possible, building up the color until I'm satisfied. Now my camera fell over, guys. It was a hard time doing this, but I'll see you when I get back. Alright, so I just need to pause for a second. And I just felt the need to say that whether you're watching this the day that I've uploaded or months from now, sometimes there are moments where God is speaking to you and He's trying to get your attention. And let me tell you, that just happened to me today. And He woke me up at 3:30 in the morning and then 6:30 in the morning, and I could hear it very clearly, not audibly, but you know, however God speaks to you, that's how He spoke to me this morning and just was saying, you need to get out of your routine with me and actually spend time with me. And ever since I woke up, officially, you know, showered and started getting ready, I was like, okay, telling myself in my mind, I'm gonna spend time with Him, I'm gonna spend time with Him. And then I started to film this. And you know what? I can't tell you how many technical difficulties started happening that finally I was just like, all right, I put my camera. So my camera froze. And basically what I was saying is that I put my camera up to charge and I took this opportunity to have that one-on-one time with Jesus and just put on my worship music, started to worship and praise my God. And guys, it was really needed. So if God is speaking out to you and asking you to spend time with Him, just take that one-on-one time with Him, guys. You won't regret it. You'll walk away feeling brighter and lighter and just ready to conquer whatever else He has set for you for that day, for that week, or just in general. I promise you, you won't regret it. So go ahead and take that time. And now back to our regular scheduled programming. Enjoy. All right, so we are back with this palette, and I'm going to dip into that bronze color. So I'm going to take that from the center outer portion of my eye, and I'm going to go ahead and pat that down and follow the crease, trying very carefully not to get it into that turquoise blue, but just following the same line that I created earlier and just patting that color in until I feel comfortable with the color payoff that I'm getting. And I just wiped underneath there to kind of sharpen it out a little bit. And now I'm going back into the other palette and I'm taking that light shimmer palette, or light shimmer color, I mean. And now I'm going to take that shimmery color in the inner half of my eye. Again, trying really hard not to get that into the blue, just gently getting over it and slightly patting on top of the bronze just to blend them into each other. And now I'm going to take those three colors right there. I'm going to mix the purple and red shimmer, and I'm going to use the blue shimmer, and I'm going to alternate them on my lower lash line. So basically it's going to look purple red on the inner corner, and then next to it you'll see the teal, and then start over purplish red and right next to the teal, and then the teal will appear again on the outer corner. So you'll see me doing this right here. And the reason I'm explaining what I'm going to do is because you might not be able to see it. My camera is going to cut out in just a second. So you'll see what I'm doing here, but basically you're just going to continue that until you get the desired color that you want. So I'm adding a little bit at a time until I get the color payoff that I'm looking for. So if you can look closely right there, you can see that alternating purple red to turquoise, purple red to turquoise. Right, so I've already, because my camera cut out, I already did my highlight, blush, and bronzer very lightly, nothing too crazy, because a princess has a very natural looking face in my opinion. So here I'm just going to put on some mascara. I also tight lined my eye, so basically I took a black eyeliner pencil and I lined underneath my upper lash line and my lower lash line. So now I'm moving on here to a lip liner. I decided that I wanted her lips to be, well, my lips to be very neutral. So I'm taking this kind of my lip color but better lip liner. It's basically almost the same as my natural lip color, but it's just a tiny bit darker. And I'm outlining my lips and then only filling in the outer edges just to give my lips some dimension. So I'm not filling in the center of my lips. And now I'm going to take a lip gloss, which is this glittery pink one. It comes on a lot more sheer than it appears in the tube. And I'm just going to start in the middle where there's no color so it doesn't transfer over too much. And then rub my lips together, get that on the top. And then I'm going to add just a little bit more after cleaning my brush. So I do try to clean my brush in between putting it back into the tube just so that I don't like mix the colors. And we've finished this look. What do you guys think? I really enjoyed doing this look. It was a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. I've never done a full cut crease on myself, but I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys come back to see our next video for Disney Inspired Looks Part 4. All right, make sure you like and comment, subscribe. See you later. Bye.